Hi guys, welcome to Divine Empowerment. My name is Joanne and I'm super excited today. I'm starting a new series for manifestation. I'll be releasing new videos every week on Mondays. Yay! If you haven't already done so and you're interested in these videos, please like and subscribe below and also turn on your notifications. And then every time a video comes up, you'll be notified. Great. I get a lot of questions, what is manifestation? How do I do it? And I'm going to start with a metaphor. Okay. I recently made homemade lasagna, and there were a lot of ingredients, right? I mean, a lot. And they had to be done in a certain order in order to create this delicious lasagna. Okay. It wouldn't be lasagna without the noodles. It wouldn't be lasagna without the cheese. Well, manifesting is very similar. Each person has their own blueprint. It's kind of like a recipe. And I think where a lot of people get sidetracked is that they don't necessarily know their own recipe for manifestation, which is why I'm doing this series. We're going to discuss each variable. And I say variable because it is like a recipe, but there's like two ends of the spectrum, okay? But each layer has a different variable. And like I said, I'll be doing this weekly, so I'm super excited. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is what is manifestation. And it is, when you look it up in the dictionary, it says supernatural. So, imagine this, if you will. Imagine the universe equals supernatural. Okay. Now, imagine the universe is your own personal fairy godmother. Okay. It's just there. It's there to help you create the experiences that you choose for yourself. And a lot of times, sorry. A lot of times, no, let me make this statement very clear. Everyone is born as a perfect manifester. This isn't something that you go out and learn to do. You're doing it right now. You may be doing it unconsciously or subconsciously, or you may be tapped into or let someone else manifest for you, but you're still manifesting. It's perfect design. It's created through choice and consequence. It's also, it involves many different things like beliefs, okay? It also involves emotion and action. So you have the three things. You've got your emotional field, your mental field, and your physical body. And of course, we all know that saying, which I don't really like to do sayings too much because they are beliefs. But in this case, it is pretty much true. If you want different results, you have to do something different. You cannot do the same old thing and expect a different result. So with that being said, we're going to talk about the first portion of the manifesting blueprint. And it's a very basic, starting point for anyone that's wanting to consciously manifest their reality. Okay. So it starts with a goal or an intention, something that's not currently part of your reality that you want to become part of your reality. Now, like I said, each person has a different manifesting blueprint. And also, too, I did put some links below, like if you would like to get your own personal manifesting blueprint, I have those on special for $11.11. And then if you need a coaching session on how to use it or implement it into your life, again, that's listed below. Okay, great. Yay, I'm so excited. Yeah, so manifesting and the different types. Now, like I said, each person, there's two ends of the spectrum. Okay, in this first layer, we're going to talk about process and focus. Okay. Most people in this portion of it, we're not going to discuss the middle portion. We're only going to discuss the two ends because in my experience and all the clients that I've worked with, they're either or. Very few people are in the middle. But if you are in the middle, then you just apply both of these concepts to your manifestation process. So the two ends, we've got process and focus. Process means that they'll come up with a plan. They'll make a list. They'll go out and do research, on whatever it is they want to manifest. They come up with a plan of action, Whereas a focused person just simply sets the goal and then goes out and gets uncomfortable, does different actions than what they've normally been doing. They're both great ways to manifest. There's not one better than the other one. I can say from my aspect of things that I am a focused person. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I just know I'm going to get there. Which brings me back to the key ingredients to activate this portion of the manifestation process. It's all about getting slightly uncomfortable. Okay, so you want to choose actions that you're aware of, but make you feel slightly uncomfortable. Don't go out and do something drastic and create trauma, because again, you're also having to work through your belief systems and your emotions, okay? And so you just want to be slightly uncomfortable. And I'll give you a good example. Remember when, I don't know if you ever did this as a kid or not, but I have, where someone told you to take a 9-volt battery and stick your tongue to it, you get that little ooh, tingle. Well, that's what I mean by slightly uncomfortable. It's completely different than, say, getting struck by lightning. For sure, right? So, and getting outside your comfort zone is not always easy in the beginning. It's baby steps. But I promise, from my experience and all the other clients that I have that I've helped through this, once you start doing it, it gets easier and easier and easier. And then you're stretching out a little bit more and a little bit more. And the whole purpose of that is you're creating a shift in energy in your reality. Just like whenever you go on vacation, for example, you know how you get that slightly uncomfortable feeling, and your ego's on slight awareness, okay? And it creates that little bit of a buzz feeling. Well, that's what you want to do, but do it consistently every day. Do something that's slightly uncomfortable. And there's really no right or wrong way. And this is the good news. The good news is manifesting is meant to be fun, okay? So make sure that whatever you're doing, you're having fun, you're enjoying it. Like I said, you don't want to go into a situation where you're miserable and uncomfortable to the point that you create trauma. Okay. So yeah, it's very simple. If you're a process person, get busy making your list. If you're a focused person, just get out there and get uncomfortable. But focus on your goal. You can do it. You can write your goal down and look at it a few times a day, or take a picture and focus on that picture, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Now, the next portion of this is the emotional grid. Now, this is so important. so, so, so important. A good example would be, we'll take two families. They live side by side. They both have great careers, great kids, brand new homes, brand new cars. Now, neighbor number one comes out of his house every morning. He's all cranky. Oh, I'm sorry. He's all cranky and, just completely miserable. Neighbor number two comes out with a smile on his face and a hop in his step. Doo-dah, doo-dah. They've both manifested the exact same reality, but one is unhappy and the other one is bliss. He's in his bliss. So, how do you make an emotional grid? So, anytime you set your goal or your intentions, always think about what emotions you want to experience from the manifestation. Okay? And that is just, it's so, so important. Like I said, you could have all the money in the world, you could have the perfect girlfriend, boyfriend, perfect husband, perfect kids, and still be experiencing a completely different reality. So the emotional grid is very, very important. And you basically just, whatever your goal is, and I call it an emotional grid because I like to just put my emotions randomly. I'll write down my goal, and then I make an emotional grid. What do I want to experience through this manifestation of whatever my goal is? I'll give you a good example. Let's say, for example, I want a new boat, which I currently live on a boat. My divine partner and I, we are sailing around the world. Talk about bliss. Yes. So yeah, it's very important that you put the emotions, behind what you want to experience. But back to the new boat. So I'm just going to hold this up for a second, just so you can kind of see what I mean by emotional grid. See how I wrote down the emotions and I make like a grid form with them. And that's what I would do with a new boat. I would put down, what kind of boat I want, maybe look at a picture, get a picture of it, and then I would make my emotional grid. What do I want to experience by manifesting this new boat? And it doesn't always have to be material things. It can be relationships. It can be, anything. You can manifest anything. You are a perfect manifester. And I hope that this video series that you too can become an awesome manifester and consciously manifest your reality. Every part of your reality. So yes, those are like the main things. Now we've talked about the action, physical portion of it, where you're going to go out, make new actions that are slightly uncomfortable. Second is always make sure your emotional grid is completed. Make sure that you know what emotions you want to experience because of this manifestation. And then third is the mental body, and that's your beliefs. Okay. And this is where a lot of people get tricked up because, beliefs, if we didn't have beliefs, our reality would look very chaotic, okay? But always know this, you can shift your beliefs. You can change your beliefs. You can adopt new beliefs. You can rewrite all of your beliefs, which in my case, that's basically what I did. I had to rewrite all of my beliefs. And it was so worth it too. And it was challenging, because if you haven't been consciously manifesting your reality, you will find that you have a lot of beliefs that you're not even aware of. So make sure that, and some real basic ones are like, oh, I can't do that, or I can't have that, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not enough. And then we get to the self-criticism. So, for homework on this first video, what I would like for you to do is start paying attention to how many times you criticize yourself. If it's once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, if you are sitting there criticizing yourself constantly, you are not going to be able to manifest the reality that you want. Yeah, that's a huge one. You know, it's basically telling the universe that you're not worthy, you're not enough, you know, and it's the most important thing. Well, next to, of course, figuring out which end of the spectrum are you on. Okay. Create new actions that make you slightly uncomfortable. Set your emotional grid. Set your goals. And do not criticize yourself, okay? Because you are perfect. You are perfect just the way you are. I promise. We were all born with the perfect manifesting blueprint for us as individuals. So great. If y'all have any comments, any questions, please take the time, ask me now on this video, and then I'll review them for the next video and try to answer your questions, okay? And again, if you just want your manifesting blueprint, just send me an email and I'll be happy to, you know, give you your own personal recipe for your manifesting process. And again, each week I will be going over a different portion of the manifesting blueprint and what it means. And good luck, you guys. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what you guys create. And also too, yes, if you have enjoyed this video and look forward to seeing some more, please subscribe, like, comment, and make sure you guys turn on your notifications. And I'll see you on next Monday. Yay!